If your North Carolina research begins and ends with Ancestry and FamilySearch, then you may be missing some of the best clues in your family story. North Carolina has 100 counties, more than 3 centuries of surviving colonial and state records, and a remarkable variety of archives, libraries, maps, photographs, and historic places. But to find those records, it helps to understand how the state developed and how people moved through it. I'm Connie Knox, a professional genealogist. My goal is to help you go further, faster, and factually with your family history research. Let's take a quick trip through North Carolina history, and then I'll show you where to look beyond those 2 largest genealogy websites. North Carolina's written history did not begin with the lost colonies. Indigenous peoples had lived here for thousands of years, and their communities were already spread across the region when Europeans arrived. The best known early English attempt at settlement came in 1587 when John White led a colony of men and women and children to Roanoke Island. When White returned in 1590, the settlement was abandoned. The word Croatoan had been carved into a palisade, but the colonists' fate had never been proved. The National Park preserves the known evidence at Fort Raleigh, while archives and libraries preserve maps, accounts, and later research that allow us to examine the stories for ourselves. Around 1650, migrants from southeastern Virginia began moving into the Albemarle Sound region. In 1663, King Charles II granted Carolina to 8 Lord Proprietors.
It's essentially like a big contract. It's letting the Lord Proprietors bring settlers to the colony, set up a government, collect taxes, all those sorts of things. So think about it like a big contract. Really impressive artwork of him.
North and South Carolina developed separately and were formally divided in the early 18th century. North Carolina became a royal colony in 1729, joined the movement for independence, and in 1789 became the 12th state to ratify the United States Constitution. Those changing governments matter because the records were created under different authorities. A family might appear in colonial grants, county court minutes, tax lists, parish or church records, military papers, and later state and federal records. The record you may need may not be filed under the government name or county you expected. North Carolina was not settled evenly from east to west. Early English migrants entered the northeast coastal plain from Virginia. Settlers also moved north from South Carolina into the lower Cape Fear region. Beginning in 1730, large numbers of people came south from Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Virginia along the Great Wagon Road. That route helped carry German, Scots-Irish, Quaker, and other families into the Piedmont. Moravians established Wachovia in 1753. Highland Scots concentrated in the Cape Fear Valley, and later settlers pushed from the Piedmont into the mountains through river valleys and mountain gaps. At the same time, enslaved Africans and African Americans were forcibly moved into and within the colony and state. Native communities were displaced as European settlements expanded. These were not separate histories. They intersect in deeds, estates, court cases, tax records, plantation papers, church minutes, military records, and community histories. When an ancestor seemed to disappear, study the route as well as the name. Look at neighbors, witnesses, church members, and in-laws. People often migrated in groups, and the people around your ancestor may reveal where the group came from or where it went next. Today, North Carolina has 100 counties, but your ancestor didn't necessarily move just because the county name changed. New counties were repeatedly formed from older ones. A farm could remain in the same physical place while the records moved from one county jurisdiction to another. Before searching, identify the county that existed on the date of the event, and then check the parent county and adjoining counties as well. Historic maps help you see old roads, rivers, county lines, towns, churches, and communities that may have disappeared. The State Archives has a large map collection. UNC and East Carolina University hold important regional maps, And the Library of Congress and the David Rumsey Map Collection are also valuable online sources. Always compare the date of the map with the date of the event in which you are searching. Major events also changed families and records they left behind. During the Civil War, North Carolinians served on both sides, and families were displaced, and emancipation transformed the lives and legal status of formerly enslaved people. Military service records, pensions, Freedmen's Bureau materials, labor contracts, tax lists, and post-war court records can all become part of the family story. The photographs of farms, cabins, workers, wagons, homes, and family groups remind us that genealogy is more than names and dates. Agricultural schedules, farm records, business ledgers, newspapers, school records, church collections, photographs, and oral histories can explain how people lived. Some of these materials are never digitized, and many are never indexed by a commercial genealogy company. That brings us to one of the most important research stops in the state. The State Archives of North Carolina and the Government and Heritage Library are both located at 109 East Jones Street in Raleigh. They share a building, but they hold different kinds of materials. The State Archives preserves original and official records. Its county collections include court, land, marriage, estate, will, tax, bond, and other government records. It also holds state agency records, private manuscripts, photographs, maps, military collections, and copies of family Bible records. Search the online catalog before you visit. Note the call numbers and check whether the materials have been digitized or must be viewed in the search room. The State Library's Government and Heritage Library is especially strong in published materials, county histories, family histories, books, periodicals, newspapers on microfilm, state publications, research guides, and online databases. Its NCpedia website is a good place to learn the historical background that helps you interpret the records. The State Archives also has 2 regional archives. The Outer Banks History Center in Manteo focuses on the history and culture of the coast and barrier islands. The Western Region Archives in Asheville preserves records relating to the Western North Carolina region. Together with Raleigh, these 3 research locations make it important to ask not only what survives, but where it is held. Do not overlook local libraries. Many county and city libraries maintain a North Carolina room, local history room, vertical file, newspaper collection, obituary index, cemetery survey, or donated family collection. The names vary, so call or search the library's website before assuming nothing is there. University special collections can be just as important. UNC's North Carolina collection at the Wilson Library includes newspapers and extensive published and archival materials. East Carolina University's Joyner Library holds manuscripts, maps, genealogy notes, photographs, oral histories, and rare books, and a large collection focused on Eastern North Carolina. Other colleges and universities preserve records connected to their own regions and communities. Family search centers and affiliated libraries may provide research help and access to some of the restricted digital images. Historic sites, state parks, museums, courthouses, cemeteries, churches, and local historical and genealogical societies can add the physical and community context that an online record search cannot provide. The key is to let history guide the search. Determine which county existed at the time. Learn how your ancestors' community was settled. Trace the roads, rivers, churches, neighbors, and migration routes. Then look for the repositories that most likely hold the records created in that place for that period. Ancestry and FamilySearch are excellent starting points, but they are not the whole story. North Carolina's archives, libraries, universities, maps, and historical places may hold the clue that brings your ancestors' world back into focus. Links to the major resources mentioned in this video are in the description. If this was helpful, subscribe to the North Carolina Ancestry channel and for North Carolina Family History Research.